Justice today for a cold case that dates back to 1985. A judge sentenced Michael Jefferson to 32 years in prison. Jefferson took a plea deal in connection to the murder of Roger Dean. He wasn't arrested until DNA evidence linked him to the crime in 2021. It was an emotional day in court. Roger Dean's daughter, Tamara, talked about the impact on his wife, DJ. Dean was forced to tie up and blindfold DJ during a home invasion. He wound up being shot. The most emotional testimony of the day came from Carly Gibson, a former neighbor who was just 9 years old and saw both Dean and Jefferson running from the house after the shooting.
To this day, I can recall the memory of Mr. Dean calling for help, his abdomen full of bullet wounds bleeding through his shirt, Mr. Dean collapsing to the ground, of watching Mr. Jefferson running across the snow to escape, of Mrs. Dean running out of the house screaming. All of this for a 9-year-old brain to process.
We also heard from retired Douglas County Sheriff Tony Spurlock, one of the first officers on the scene in 1985. He reminded the court that Douglas County originally investigated DJ and Tamara Dean in connection to the crime. He also pointed out that investigators dismissed the testimony of Carly Gibson and her 7-year-old brother.
I know about some of that because I remember having conversations with people and saying, she said it was a black man. But somehow, somebody, somewhere, decided to look through her window and said, no, that's not possible. I'm sure he was a white man. I apologize, Ms. Gibson.
This case is also linked to disgraced CBI analyst Missy Woods, who analyzed the DNA in the case. Investigators have found anomalies in her work impacting hundreds of cases. Jefferson's attorney told us those issues were one reason his client wound up taking a plea deal.